So I've been seeing lately, I've been seeing a lot of videos lately of people talking about the inventory is really high with these cars. Not like the price wise, but talking about like there are so many cars on dealership lots and things of that nature. I'm like, I don't know about that. Maybe they stretching the truth a little bit. So I decided to investigate myself. I went to 3 different dealerships to see what was going on and see if the inventory of these cars are what they say they are. And I'm going to say, man, I found out some things. Dodge is still out here being greedy, and I don't know what they got going on now, man. So I'm gonna drop the intro. I'm gonna tell you what I saw. YouTube family, what is going on? Welcome back to the video. Welcome back to the channel, man. Thank y'all so much for tuning in. If you are new here, we do a lot of car related things on this particular channel. So if you like that, please make sure you subscribe to the channel. But if you've already done that, appreciate you so much for locking in. But we will not hold you too long. We're going to go ahead and get into the topic of today's video. You see the title and you see the thumbnail. So man, like I said at the start of the video, I've been seeing a lot of people discuss that Dodge's inventory has skyrocketed, not in terms of price, but in terms of actual options at the dealership. So I wanted to check this out for myself. I want to see what is going on because we know we're pretty much at the end of the year. So at this point, if these cars are so popular, like people are saying they are, these cars shouldn't be sitting a lot long. People should be buying them. They're not making them next year. This is the last year of the Hemi, last year the 5.7, last year the Scat Pack, last year the Hellcat, man. So these cars should be hard to find. But apparently, I was wrong. They're everywhere. I'm gonna tell you what I found here. So I actually took it upon myself to visit 3 different dealerships. I went to a dealership in like kind of a small town, another dealership, and I went to another dealership where I actually bought my Challenger from. So I went to check them out, see what they had going on, and then I went to the dealership that's close by my house, where I typically get oil changes and stuff done. It because I mean it's right by my house. So I want to see what they all had, you know, as far as on the lot, and yeah, they had some pretty interesting stuff. So the first dealership I went to, small dealership in a small town, inventory wasn't too much different than I typically have seen there. Sometimes I go to that dealership if I'm at work. I may go there to get an oil change on my lunch break and things like that. But I went around a lot. All they had was just V6s, like GTs and SXTs and stuff on the lot. No, really, RT. I think they had one RT in the showroom floor. They typically don't have a lot of the special inventory that a lot of other dealerships have. So nothing really changed there. But that was that dealership, right? Next dealership I went to the dealership where I actually bought my Challenger from back in 2015. They had pretty decent inventory. They had a good bit of RTs. A lot of them had the black top package on there. They actually had a RT Challenger convertible out there. I haven't seen one of those in person. The price on that thing was ridiculous, but that's gonna be a whole nother video talking about. I'm gonna tell y'all right now, the RT convertible, the starting price for that, it was $84,000. If you buy a RT, I don't care if it's a convertible or not, man, you should not be paying $84,000. I don't care about none of that whatsoever. But they had one of those. Looking around that dealership lot, they did have a couple of Scat Packs on in the showroom floor, and they had a wide body Hellcat Charger. Pretty decent inventory, and you know, nothing real special there. But this next one I went to, man, it was interesting to see what they had. So then I went to the dealership that was the closest to my house. I see that dealership all the time. Like if I'm going anywhere running errands around the city I'm in, I see that dealership all the time. Since 2020, I've seen how they had a whole bunch of cars, and then I've seen all those cars go away when the whole lot was bare. And this dealership has so many cars. Like normally, like I've never seen a dealership with this many cars. Like the cars can't fit on the lot. Like they had the cars in a way where they were all like bumper to bumper, door to door. Actually, I put a video here. I can show it a little bit. Like, you couldn't walk between the cars. I could barely walk between the cars. They had so many, just so many cars out there. Like, the inventory for these cars are just crazy. And the cars they had, of course, they had V6s, they had the RTs, they had the Scat packs, and of course they kept the Hellcats and stuff inside. But they had so many cars at the dealership, not just regular Scat packs and regular RTs. They had the Daytonas, you had your TAs out there. As far as Scat packs are concerned, narrow bodies, wide bodies with the orange package, Hemi orange package. They even had the V6 with the Hemi orange package. The swingers, they had every color swinger, the white, sublime, and the F8 green swinger. So, and with the Scat packs, they had all of those there. The inventory was just bonkers. On top of that, one of the cars I didn't notice on the lot, they had a RT Shaker. I put the video here. It was 100% fully loaded. I have not seen an RT this loaded ever before. And the RT was going for $60,000 for a 5.7 RT. I know the Scat packs, those can be RTs or whatnot. No, this was a 5.7 RT, and it was going for $60,000, and it had so many options on this particular car. Actually, it might have been close to $70,000, but they had every option on the car. And the way I feel about options, I feel like most of the options were useless. I don't think some of the options need to be on there, but every option was on this car. This dealership having all of these cars on the lot, huge inventory. Now, the city I stay in is not even a huge city. It's one of the cities outside of Charlotte. So I mean, we got dealerships all across the city, but this is just one of them. And even with that, even with all these cars on the lot, there's still markups on these cars. And you know, this is the type of markup it was. It wasn't the market adjustment type markup. It was the, we put on tint, we put on low jack, and we put this paint protection on the car. So here, we're gonna add an extra $3,000 to the car. I know dealerships love to play that game by adding these special features to the car, but still, it's just ridiculous. And on top of that, if you just take the markup out of it, the extra $3,000 on top of the car, I was looking at just some of the prices of the narrow body Scat packs and some of the wide body Scat packs that they had out there. It is crazy how much these cars have went up in the last few years. And I feel like I'm beating a dead horse, but it's just wild. I literally saw a narrow body Scat pack that maybe had a couple of options on it, like 1 or 2 options on it, that was just as much as my wide body Scat pack, which I did put a few options on this one. That's absurd. And keep in mind, I bought my car brand new in 2022. This is just 2023, and there's a narrow body for just as much, right? Seeing RTs out there going for like $40,000 and nearly $50,000 is just absurd. Like seeing the RT go for $45,000 is just wild now. And there's so many of them. There's so many of these cars sitting on the lot. I know I made a video about these cars going up in price, and I said it in the video, these cars are not going up in price. If you are buying these cars for investment reasons or thinking you're going to get your money back 10 times over, you're looking at the wrong cars. It's not going to happen anytime soon. There's way too many cars out there. And this is just a dealership in an area where it's not even the biggest city in this area. There's other areas around Charlotte that are much bigger, have a lot more people that probably have even bigger inventory. And to see this particular dealership with this many cars, like I said, it's just absurd. So let's keep in mind here, right? And we all know we're about to go into November. 2023 is just about over. And this is the point where a lot of manufacturers are bringing in their 2024s and getting those on the lot. Dodge has so many 2023s and 2022s still sitting on the lot. Like, I'm like thinking, like, where are their new cars going to go? I'm not just talking about like the Chargers and Challengers. I mean, the pickup trucks, they have so many things on it. Actually, for the first time, saw a Hornet on the lot too. I mean, I'm not a crossover SUV fan, so it did nothing for me. I don't care who made the car. It does nothing for me. I don't like crossover SUVs. But it must be a point now where they're trying to make deals to get the 2023s off the lot so they can make room for the 2024s. No store or anything wants to be selling old, outdated models. That's like going to Best Buy trying to buy a TV, and the only TV they got are old model TVs, like last year's technology. Trying to buy a computer, and you can only get computers that was 1 and 2 years old. They don't have anything new. So what is Dodge going to do, man? What is Dodge going to do with all this inventory that they're sitting on at the end of the year. I think they're in a predicament. There's one or two ways they can play this. The first way they can do this, and they can go about it, and this is what typically most dealerships do. At the end of the year, they start running crazy deals to move inventory to make room for 2024, because they don't want to be sitting on these 2023s going into 2024. So there could be deals coming. Prices could be getting slashed. So if you're looking at getting a Scat Pack, you're looking at getting even an RT or a Hellcat, you might be able to snag one, you know, for much cheaper than they're going, what the window's saying right now. We know right now there's not any rebates for these particular cars. Those power dollar rebates really spoiled a lot of people. Really did. You was getting brand new Scat Packs for under $40,000. Hellcats, you was getting those in the 60 range, things of that nature, right? Those power dollar rebates really helped out a lot. But now we're in a point, there's no rebates, but end of the year should be some end of year sales. So will Dodge sit here, start slashing prices of these particular cars to make room for 2024? But here's the thing. We all know in 2024 what we're not going to have. We're not going to have V8s. That's what Dodge said. We're going to have V6s, V6, well, not V6, inline six turbos. That's what we're going to have. And not hybrids. We're going to have battery operated vehicles next year. So with that being said, Dodge knows that, I mean, they read the comments on their post. They know what's up. They know that most Dodge enthusiasts aren't feeling these new 2024s that are coming out. They know that. So could they be setting themselves up? Let's get all the inventory out there and keep the prices high, because they know when these 2024s start hitting the lot, they may not move like that. They may hold out and just say, you know what, we're going to spend the money on the 2023. You know, we don't even want a 2024. We don't like how it looks. It don't got a V8 on it. Why am I buy a 2024? Give me the 2023 that's been sitting on the lot for 6 months. I want that one. I want that old car. I want the car from last year. And that does put the consumer in a bad spot, right? We're not getting the deals, the end of year deals like that should be happening. I don't think Dodge is going to budge on their prices, right? They're still got the markups on these cars. They know that people aren't feeling these 2024s. In fact, that might be a telltale sign that these, like, more clues that these 2024s are going to be delayed. I'm stating in numerous videos that it's the time. By this time, we should be seeing 2024s. We should be seeing more and learning more about the 2024s, and we have not heard hardly anything about 2024s. We haven't seen these 2024 cars. I think Dodge know these cars are going to be coming late. If they are going to come next year, with Dodge knowing these cars are going to be dropping late, they may hold steady with these prices. So really, the solution is easy at this point. Don't be buying the car. Don't buy these Chargers and Challengers right now. Don't be paying these markups. Too many dealerships right now have cars on their lot. You have options to go buy these cars. You don't have to go out here and let a dealership run you dry, if you know what I mean. You don't have to go down that route. There's too many options out there. We're to the point where the inventory of these cars is pre-2020 stage right now. And we know pre-2020, these cars were everywhere. You can go to a dealership, you can haggle on the price. If they weren't meeting you, like, hey, cool, I got my 5 other dealerships I can hit up that might work with me. So that's what I'm thinking, man. The inventory is back. And everyone's saying it may depend on how your area, but if you go to a large enough area, some of these dealerships, they are stocked with cars. Cars are everywhere. The shortage is no longer a thing. Any dealership charging a market adjustment right now, don't even deal with them. I say it all the time. Don't deal with these market adjustments. Don't deal with these add-ons. Tell them, hey, we're going to start an MSRP. We're going to work from there. That's where we're going to negotiate from. Like I said, you ain't going to find the car there. They may not work with you there, but there are many dealerships that will work with you. Inventory is stocked. It's sky high. They're all over the place. They can't move these cars anymore. They're going to have to break at some point. Just got to stay strong. Don't buy these cars right now. And that's my thoughts right now, man. Stay strong. Don't buy the cars. Don't pay these markups right now. It's the end of the year. They got to move through 2023s, man. Let me know your thoughts. Let me know what inventory is looking like in your area. I haven't seen any other dealerships in the Charlotte area, but the one close by me, like I said, stupid packed. Like I said, I haven't seen that many cars there. They are literally they are overflowing. They are overflowing. They actually have too many cars for that particular lot. I've never seen that dealership with that many cars ever, and I see that dealership on just about every day, or at least every week. So let me know what it looks like in your area. If you made it this far in the video, make sure subscribe to the channel once you're around for the long haul. We will catch you on the next video. We are out. Cut it.